Here on the Checker Pro Radio Show, we get a lot of questions, and one has come in from a listener about getting a generator for their home, a whole house generator. And these things have become very popular. There's a lot of companies advertising them. And I don't know what the answer is. I think it may depend upon the need of the homeowner. I've asked Gareth Kelly from Dream Team to join me here on the Checker Pro Radio Show today to answer that question. Hey, Gareth, how are you?
I'm doing great, Joe. How are you today?
Fantastic. Okay, so lately we've seen a lot of advertising for a generator, not the one you buy at the home store and put gasoline in and pull to start. We're talking about ones that automatically start up when the power goes off in the home, and they're generally run from natural gas or propane, and these are very popular now.
Yeah, they definitely are popular, Joe. So, your question, do I need a backup generator? So, Joe, just want to be honest with you. I've had a backup generator for around 12 years now, and they are definitely a great addition when you need them. I just like the reassurance it provides me when you know the automatic generator is going to kick on and back up your home whether you're here or not. So some people like using the gasoline ones, but if I travel for work or I travel back to Ireland on my own to visit my family, I like to know that my family's here and they have an automatic standby generator and that'll kick on. So within 10 to 15 seconds, and all your home, wherever's on that circuit or that panel for your generator will be back up and running. So I like the peace of mind and the reassurance that it gives me, when I travel. And just knowing that, through the winter months when we lose power, it's going to kick on. And, I've had it run for 6 or 7 days at a time. We were in an area where we lost a lot of power, and we were one of the last people to have the power put back on again. So, if you experience loss of power multiple times a year and you lose it for days, you'd definitely be a good candidate for a backup generator. And then the other good, one of the other good things about the generator is if you've got freezer fulls of food, during COVID, we had customers who lost multiple freezers full of food because they'd lost power and they had to throw a lot out. But it's basically we're coming through the winter here now in PA. But if it's a winter time and your heater's not running and your pipes freeze, so those are all things that you have to consider if you don't have it. And since COVID too, Joe, a lot of people's been working from home. So if you lose your power and you're working from home and you don't have a backup generator, well, you're not working that day, which may be good and it may be bad, but depends if you run your business from home. Like a lot of people do, you definitely want to have the capability to keep running during a power outage.
Something else, and I don't want to sound like doom and gloom here, but there have been issues with the grid system. The people down in Texas a couple of years ago, pretty much the whole state lost their grid and they were without power. So even your neighbor didn't have power. The county and the city next to you didn't have power. And also something else that's really strange, and I don't know if you've been following any of this on the news, Gareth, but there are some people who are literally shooting at electrical stations and trying to take them down in some kind of sabotage in different parts of the country. So you don't know, even your neighbors might be taking your power out.
Right. Yeah, and then people are also moving forward with a lot of electrical vehicles and charging stations. And, even if you've got your car inside the garage, you want your garage door to be able to open and charge your electrical vehicle too. So if you're stuck at home and you've got an electrical vehicle and you lose power, be a good addition to your home.
Yep. These aren't very expensive. We're not talking like 30, 40, 50,000 for the average home. They're a lot less expensive than that in general, depending upon what you want. You can learn more by talking with Gareth and his team over at Dream Team. All of his information is located in the description of this podcast. Gareth, thank you so much for joining me today.
Take care, Joe, and thanks for having me. Take care.